another one, yeah. It's a full strong, yeah. Oh, it's another one. It's another one, yeah.
Good evening, iBoxingHub. I go by the name of BNG, featuring yours truly, Trey. What's good?
All good, cuz. Just wanted to say a quick shout out to the community. Thank you so much for supporting us through the journey, and a quick shout out also to our clothing partners, D-Rock. So just to support the channel and to support the movement, all you guys have to do is pretty much, if you want to buy a top, a jumper, a t-shirt, just go to D-Rock's website, which is www.d-rock.co.uk, and you should find the clothing there. And if there's anything that you like, just simply type in the discount code, which is iBoxingHub24, and you'll get 40% off everything. So big up to Al Heyman behind the cameras as well. He's confirming here it is iBoxingHub24. You get 40% off. But cuz, let's get down to business, how we, normally say. But before we get down to it, hopefully you're blessed, cuz.
All good. Can't complain. All good. Yesterday we had boxing. You had the Matchroom show. You had the Queensbury show. On a Thursday, early hours Friday morning, you had the Top Rank show. So all good. Can't complain. I'm actually happy.
Cuz, it's been a tremendous week of boxing, I have to say. So big up Top Rank, big up Queensbury, big up Matchroom, just for, doing their part to put on great events for us fans. And look, I'm just excited to be able to have this platform to come on and talk boxing with you, cuz. So can we briefly start with obviously the takeover? I'm a massive fan, and the iBoxingHub family know how much I'm a fan of the takeover. He obviously got his win. I just wanted to just get your thoughts on the victory, essentially.
If I'm honest with you, he could have performed better. He was just running. He wasn't there to fight. And Lopez, he done what he needed to do to get the win. I knew Lopez was going to win anyway, but I was just a bit upset with his opponent, because it's like, if that was pay-per-view, I'll be upset. I would demand for a refund. But again, look, he did what he needed to do, and he's still the champion. And let's see who's next.
100%, cuz. And look, I echo your thoughts. And look, I mentioned it to a few, the guys from the boxing world. I think as a challenger, if you're fighting a champion, you have to go for it. You have to take some risks. And he did tremendously well in terms of evading the punches. Footwork was good. He's got a lot of good speed, Ortiz. But I just felt that if you are a challenger chasing for a champion, you have to go for it, man. And that's where I was a bit disappointed. And also big up to my brother Corey as well. I actually watched the fight with him live, and obviously at the time he felt that Ortiz nicked the fight, but once we obviously rewatched the fight and we saw everything, we just realized that, look, he just didn't do enough. But it was a good event overall. Keyshawn Davis obviously put on a tremendous performance as well. He obviously stopped Pedraza. What's your thoughts on Keyshawn? Do you think he's the future champion of the lightweight division?
Of course. Definitely. And he's hungry. I like it. I like his character. I like his style. Definitely. In about just under 2 years, I can see him becoming world champion.
Yeah, definitely. I just hope he gets the opportunity. With some of these fighters, they don't really get the chance to fight these big names. So I just really hope. I like his energy. I like his nickname in the ring, the businessman. So you just know, off the ring, he's doing business, and in the ring, he's getting the job done. So massive shout out to Keyshawn Davis as well. And cuz, you know what? Let's get down to the events over the weekend. Of course, obviously, Craig Richards made his return, got the stoppage in the end. What do you think about his chances, and who do you think he should be fighting next?
Do you know, I would like to see Craig Richards fight Lyndon Arthur or Dan Aziz.
Ooh, yes,
Those are
yes.
the two opponents.
Ooh.
Or if anything, because him and Callum Smith are both in the same stable, maybe Craig Richards and Callum Smith.
No, definitely. That I think we are blessed at the moment because when you kind of look at the light heavyweights, we're in a similar position where we're not there yet, but in terms of the big names kind of being in our country, I think
Mm.
a lot of the big domestic fights can happen here, and I'm just truly excited at the prospects. Look, you've got Dan Aziz who obviously fought the other day. Big up to Dan Aziz. Craig Richards, Spiders. He obviously had a fight yesterday. Tremendous performance. Got the stoppage. You got obviously Yarde. You got Buatsi. Like just go. Like, that leads me over to the fight between obviously Yarde. He made his return, and big up to Bukayo Saka as well. He's obviously gassed right now. Arsenal hammered the Hammers, and he's obviously saying Yarde
6-0.
versus Richards on the 5v5. Look, that is a potential. That is a potential. Would you like to see Yarde and Richards in the 5v5?
Do you know what? If I'm honest with you, I want to see Yarde and Buatsi. That's a fight everybody wants to see. Let's be real. That's a fight that needs to happen potentially next. So maybe later on down the line, Yarde and Richards, but right about now, commercially, money wise, Buatsi and Yarde.
No, definitely. I agree with you. And big up to Lucy as well, all the way from the States. She's obviously saying when they split up the light heavyweight belts, you might get 2, 3 champions from the UK. I 100% agree with you, Lucy. Domestically, we've got a lot of names here. We've obviously just mentioned a few. Yarde, Lions in the camp, he obviously returned with a tremendous performance. The body shots were truly tremendous. And what I liked is at the end is both guys, Buatsi and Yarde, were respectful and they just said, "Look, I want to get this on." And cuz don't you think it kind of reminded you of back in the days when you've got a fighter from, we used to watch wrestling, you got a fighter from SmackDown coming over to kind of Raw
Or
and making that challenge. It just kind of brought me back to that, and I just like how both fighters were just respectful. They want to get it on. We want to see this fight because we've been waiting for this fight for how long? 5 years, maybe? 5 years?
yeah, so 5 years, 5, 6 years, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and big up to Palamos Music as well. He's obviously saying Yarde and Buatsi were very respectful. We agree. Literally just said that. I definitely feel that both guys respect each other, but I get where Yarde is saying in terms of if a title was on the line, it would just make it that juicier. But I think
Mm.
regardless, we still want to see this fight, cuz I still want to see it.
Yeah.
I can't lie.
I how I see it happening, it's either they can wait for Bivol and Bertobif to fight. I'm not too sure if there's a rematch clause there. So whoever becomes undisputed, the belts go left, right, center, then they could fight potentially for a belt because both Yarde and Buatsi, they will sell out O2 Arena. Do you know what I mean? It's like East London v South London. Not just that, if they fight now, my only concern is that how would the split be in terms of the purse bid? Like, is it going to be 50-50 or is it going to be 60-40? Reasons why I say this, because like, look, Yarde, he's fought for a world title twice, right? And his stock has risen. Commercially, he's big. But Buatsi, and Yarde's also lost, 3 times, right? Whereas Buatsi's never lost, and his background, he's got Olympic pedigree, etc. Not just that, because he's beaten Dan Aziz now he's next in line for a WBA belt. So it's one of them ones. How do you weigh it? Because I understand where Yarde is coming from. He's saying that, look, who has he fought? What has he done? I completely get it. But from a business point of view, it would make sense if it's 50-50, but I don't think they would want to make it 50-50, if that makes sense.
No, 100% agree with you because I generally think with that whole entire scenario, and sorry, Ahim, big up to Palamos Music. I think the last comment was I literally took the words out of his mouth. Now, big up to you, Palamos. That's the energy that we bring. And Lucy's obviously saying, I would think Yarde is the bigger name, but Buatsi is the higher rated guy. Look, we definitely agree. And I think it kind of levels out the playing field. Commercially, I know Yarde is the bigger name, but what Buatsi brings to the table is that mandatory shot against the winner between Bivol and Bertabiev. So I think if we're going to make this fight happen, it needs to be a 50-50 split so that
Yeah.
both parties can be happy with the scenarios, and maybe do something with the extra revenue on, I don't know if it's going to be pay-per-view, etc. So just add a few incentives. But in terms of the fight, both fighters want to do it. Frank obviously wants to do it. I'm sure Ben wants to do it as well. I think that fight is obviously going to happen because hopefully it happens next.
Is it going to be on Boxer or Sky Sports or TNT?
We've been in this scenario before, cuz, isn't it? We have been in this scenario before, and they can do a co partnership on this, cuz they can do it. It's possible. We've seen DAZN do something with TNT. What doesn't stop Sky from doing something with TNT? I know they're competitors in that world, but I think they got to look at the bigger picture for British boxing as well. You've got Sky, you've got TNT. I think it just makes sense for both, fighters to have that, in my opinion. And Palamos Music saying, "Time, don't wait for no one. Let's just get these fights on." We 100% agree with you. These are the fights that we want to see. These are the fans. These are the fights that the fans want to see as well. And I'm just hoping that the management and the promotional sides can obviously get the deals done so that both fighters can reap the benefits from this. But cuz I'm gonna throw you on the spot here. Who are you going for if that fight happens, man? Who are you going for?
It's all right. It's a 50-50 fight. Honestly, it's a 50-50 fight. It can go either way because just bear in mind, if Yarde beats Buatsi, he takes his position. Do you know what I mean? So that means Yarde's going to go for a world title shot again for the third time. Buatsi beats Yarde, that's it. Buatsi challenges for a world title. Either way, he can. Well, yeah. So for me, I'm back in the South Londoner. Do you know what I mean? That's just me. I'm back in the South Londoner.
Of course, guys.
It makes sense. It makes sense. I mean, look, I know somebody might disagree with me, like, well, his coach is a South London as well, as in Yarde's coach. I get it, but I'm saying it in more of a competitive, fun way. Do you know what I mean? So I'm gonna have to back the South Londoner, but I know Yarde is a big threat. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously my understanding, Yarde may potentially, once he's done what he needs to do in the light heavyweight division, he might move up to cruiserweight. Do you know what I mean? So yes, but I'm back in Buatsi. I could see it. I'm back in Buatsi. I'm JB, just business, man. Just business.
You know what? Cuz I knew it. That's one of the reasons why I asked, because you know me, Lions in the camp. I'm gonna support the East Londoner. From Ilford, so I'm definitely gonna support Lions in the camp in this fight. And look, Bukayo Saka, big up to him. He's saying he wants to see this fight at the Emirates Stadium. It could happen. It's a neutral ground for both fighters. I'm sure Yarde is an Arsenal supporter, so it would kind of work in his favour. I'm not too sure Buatsi. So, look, Frank's an Arsenal supporter. So, look, it can happen. It can happen.
That'd be sick. Summertime, Emirates.
It would be good. It would be good. Obviously, I'm a United fan. Emirates, I'm not really too keen on it. But if I was to pick a neutral ground, look, no, Lucy's obviously got involved here. So Yarde has found a way to lose his biggest fights. I think he finds a way to lose this one too. Look, Lucy, it's fair, and that's coming from a view from America, which completely respect and value as well. It's a tough one because you could say he's gained a lot of experience from the first two world title fights, and maybe for this fight, this is going to play a big factor. But look, we know Buatsi's gonna bring the heat. We know Yarde's gonna bring the heat, and I think it's just going to be tremendous for boxing. And the fact that we've got all these names in light heavyweight, cuz I'm just thinking, why is there not like a Super Six for the light heavyweights? There should be. In my opinion,
comes down to money.
Involved. Yeah.
South London,
Oh,
come on.
look, Aisha's saying South
South
London.
London.
Come on now, big
South
up to
London.
Aisha as well. And
Just
guys,
business.
just business. And guys, just a quick reminder as well. So Aisha's obviously not feeling too well, so there won't be any Green Diamond boxing tomorrow, but she will be back with a guest on the following week. So big up to Aisha, big up to Green Diamond. We obviously love the work. And Bakaya Saka's obviously saying, get Shiraz and Joe Joyce on the undercard. Both Gooners too. Look, this is an Emirates. This could be an Emirates Arsenal undercard. So could we see it? I don't know. But money talks, like you said, cuz. It's an exciting time regardless, cuz. Ooh, Palamos Music's getting involved as well. He's saying, I have to back Joshua, but Yarde looked fire in his last fight. Look, we agree. Lions in the camp. And look, big up FK Breeze as well. He's obviously a big amateur coming through the ranks, so I believe that he's going to do truly well in the sport for his passion. He's obviously saying big up people. And I want to see Eubank versus Shiraz next, cuz it just leads us
Mm.
over to that fight
Yeah,
yesterday. What do you think?
boy. Yeah, that. Whew, I mean, yeah, round one. Round one. He
It
stopped
was
Williams in
tough.
round one. Was
Yeah.
it? I mean, his corner, did they make the right decision?
Yeah. You know what? Look, both of us, we've had the pleasure of networking with Liam Williams. We love the energy he brings, etc. But Hamzah Sheeraz, he's a threat to the division. He's young, he's strong, he showed his power, and it was just essentially the younger, hungrier, more ambitious fighter, won in the end against a fighter that you could potentially say is coming to the end, maybe. But look, I love Liam Williams, his energy. I love what he brings to the sport, and big up to him and the whole of Wales, really. And I think it's exciting. But would you put him in with Eubank Jr. next? Would you say that's the next one?
Do you know
That's the
what? I
question I want
would,
to know.
but I don't think I would, but I don't think Eubank Jr. would entertain it because there's no value in it. Do you know what I mean? And it could be a big risk for Eubank Jr. However, Shiraz, I would want him to fight. I think his name is it Leon? The guy who wears Bumblebee. I've forgotten his name. I think it's Leon. He's always
Oh,
singing whenever it's
the sniper, isn't it?
sorry.
He calls himself the sniper, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a fight.
Yes,
I
I
think
know.
that would be
Yes,
a good fight. That would be a
it
good
would
fight.
be.
That's it, Leon Rich.
Yes,
Yes.
Leon
That would be,
Richards, big up
that's a
our
fight. I
Heyman.
think. Mm,
Yeah. Oh,
that's a
look.
fight.
Tony Ellis is saying that the South Asian boxers are really making noise right now. Definitely agree. We saw Hamza Shiraz yesterday. We obviously saw Adam Aziz. He's obviously creating some noise as well. So
Mhm.
look, it's really exciting times. And big up Platinum Promotions as well. Tony Banj and Prince Patel as well. They're all doing tremendously in their end in terms of bigging up the market. So look, it's exciting times right now, and Lucy's saying, "Ooh, I want to see
Mm,
Shiraz and
mm.
Williams. Ooh, on the
Good
matchroom
fight.
versus Queensberry card. Look, I think
Fight.
so as well.
Yeah,
5v5.
that's a
Yeah,
good
let's have it.
fight. That's a good fight. That's an excellent fight. Yeah,
Massive.
I believe. Yeah, that's a good fight.
Ooh, look, what about Shiraz versus Haney?
Mm,
No, we couldn't do that. The weight divisions are a bit.
yeah.
Haney, could he move up to that kind of weight? Not too sure. But cuz, I can't lie, FK Breeze is obviously through the baiting, so we have to talk about what was announced. Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney. It is announced.
Yes.
It is gonna
Yeah.
happen April
Mm,
20th, I believe.
mm,
A tremendous event. You saw the
mm.
confrontation between both
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
gave me that WWE energy, the way they were
Mhm,
just like going back and
mhm,
forth. Cuz, what you saying
mm.
now? What you saying?
It's a tough fight. It's a tough one because if Garcia was to lose to Haney, where does he go? Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying retire. No. But I'm just saying like he's lost to Tank. If he loses to Haney, where does he go?
It's true. It's a
Where does
tough
he
one.
go?
It's a tough
You
one,
know?
cuz. But one thing I give respect to Garcia is he's going in the ring. He's daring for greatness, man, and that's one of the things that I have to respect about Garcia. He may not be up there with the likes of Tank, Haney, the Takeover, Teofimo Lopez. He might not be up there with them, man, but
Mm.
he is doing what they used to do back in the days, which is, oh, he was saying, oh, Nathan Heaney, yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah, no, Heaney. Yeah. I think that makes sense. Yes. And the guy that beat Denzel Bentley, yeah,
Oh,
Heaney, yeah.
yeah.
No, I
That'd be a
agree.
good
I
fight.
think I
That'd be a
think
good
that's a
fight.
great fight. Great,
But
great, great,
Heaney,
great fight.
would he be interested? Would he want to challenge Sheeraz?
I believe so, cuz. I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I think it's a good domestic fight. And I think whoever wins, it leads them over to possibly European level, world
Mm.
title contender. So no, definitely, and yeah, he said he definitely wants it. Look, we agree as well. He wants it. So, but heading over to obviously Haney and Garcia. Obviously, wait, let me just read Lucy's last point here, which is I think Haney would fight Shiraz, and I can't imagine Eubank would as well. Look, we definitely agree. And Palumbo's music is obviously saying Garcia's a knob. Look, a lot of people can say whatever about Garcia. I'm not a fan. But I do respect that he gets in there with the toughest fights. Right, he's had Tank.
Mm.
He's now going in there with Haney. So yeah, just got to give credit to him. I think, in my opinion, I think Haney does win via unanimous decision. I don't think that Haney's proven in his last 5 to 6 fights that he has the power to stop a fighter like a Ryan Garcia. But who knows? Stars make fights. But I think what would give it a bit of a twist as well is that both guys have fought in the amateurs 6 times. It's 3-3
Mm.
each.
Yeah,
They know
yeah,
each
yeah,
other. So I think that's the
yeah.
energy that they're bringing, in my opinion.
Mm. And one's a champion, so it's going to
The
be a tough
champion.
fight. But no, I'm leaning more to Haney, but I won't be surprised if Garcia pulls it off.
Yeah. But he has to do it with this, though, cuz I think
Mm.
this has to be his judges, man. Honestly, he's
Mm.
going to have to try and stop him. Do something that has never been done before. I think
And
that's
he's got
because, yeah,
his new coach. What's his name? Errol Spencer's coach. What his name now? Mine's gone blank.
Derek James,
Yeah,
yeah.
changing his corner. So let's see. Because I wasn't. I mean, I wasn't too impressed with his last performance. If I'm honest with
Mm,
you, I mean, he got the job done at the end. But let's
mm.
see. Let's see. Let's see.
Yes, see, yeah. So FK Breeze is obviously letting us know that some news of Garcia's house was recently robbed. We don't like that
Mm.
kind of stuff, of course. The day after they clashed, yeah, that stuff's horrible. When it goes out the ring, absolutely
Mm.
horrible. I just wish him and his family all the best, and I hope the fight still happens. Of course, Al Heyman's confirming that the dream stops Garcia. So look. I think that's what could happen, but we just don't know, man. But it's exciting as
Yeah,
well. It's
yeah.
really
Yeah,
exciting.
we don't know. We don't know.
Mm,
Like I said, I'm leaning to Haney. Haney's proven time and time and time. Do you know what I mean? And obviously,
mm,
he's now a champion at 140. So I'm
yeah.
leaning more towards the champ. Garcia, I don't know. I just want to know where is his head at, because him and Oscar De La Hoya, they go through madness and whatnot. So I don't know. He's all. Do you know what I mean? So let's see. Let's see. If he pulls it off, then boy, and then I got to salute him. Do you know what I mean?
Trust me.
I suppose if he pulls it off, then clearly there's a rematch clause there. But then again, it's like, why ain't anybody calling Lopez or Matias?
Uh, yeah, we had obviously Keyshawn Davis that called him out, of course.
Mm,
You got Matthias that wants to try and unify the division.
mm,
It's tough, man. I think there's too much politics in the boxing. Of course, there is a business outside of the sport, and unfortunately, when you have an O, it plays a big factor in which you choose in terms of the opponents, where you fight, the business behind it, etc. So, look, Palamos Music's obviously saying, please, Garcia boy, don't bout Floyd. Showed you the video of Devon obviously getting dropped by Tank when you had to take the knee from Tank. Haney KO. Look, definitely agree.
Ooh,
It's a good point. It's a
ooh,
very good point
Haney
there.
KO. Ooh.
Ooh, Lopez trying to fight Crawford. Look, the takeover wants Crawford. He does, cuz he does want
The
him.
thing is, yeah, I'm
He
not
does
gonna
want him.
lie, yeah, I don't like that fight. I mean, okay, Crawford. Sorry, Lopez is 140. Crawford is 147. Crawford,
Yeah.
I believe he wants to go up. He
Mm.
wants to challenge. What's his name? Tim
Tim
or
Zoo.
not
Tim
Tim.
Zoo.
Sorry, Tim Zoo. Maybe Tim Zoo later on, or
Yeah.
Charlo. Or,
Yeah.
but then they're talking about him moving up to 168 to fight Canelo. So I'd
Yeah.
rather Crawford move up because I just don't get me wrong. I know Crawford and Lopez commercially, it's a big fight for Lopez. You know what I'm saying? He's getting paid money, but I
Mm.
don't know Crawford. He's got nothing to prove.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He's got nothing to prove. If anything, move up. If Crawford, let's just say Crawford fights Canelo and beats Canelo and
Mm.
becomes the undisputed super middleweight champion, we can't say nothing. We cannot say nothing to Crawford. Do you know what I mean? Crawford's
No.
proven and delivered time after time after time. Lopez, don't get me wrong, Lopez, if anything, fight the people in your division, unify, and then maybe call Crawford. Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all.
Oh
That's just my
yeah.
opinion.
So yeah. Yeah, obviously FK Breeze is also confirming what the takeover said during a few interviews post fight. His next fight is obviously going to be in his home country, Honduras. Yeah, look, big up to him for doing that, and he obviously is doing a lot with takeover promotions as well. He's
Mm.
doing a lot with other fighters, and he's more thinking about the next generation as opposed to generating all that revenue for himself. Of course, yes, he's reached certain heights, man, but I think he knows in the long term it's all about the next gen. So now, big up to him for all the work that he's doing, in the back end, and I think him bringing a fight back to his home country, it makes sense. I want to see more of our fighters as well bring fights back to Congo. Hopefully one day, just due to things just picking up, especially in the boxing world, man. But no, big up, big up, big up. Honestly, I'm excited. Boxing has been on the high, and I can't wait for the next major events, cuz.
Boy, the next major event is next month. Next month or less than we've got AJ and Ngannou. That there on a Friday night.
Yeah.
Listen, I can't wait. I'm definitely having fish and chips.
No,
I'm
definitely.
excited. I can't wait because people are actually. It's weird. Like I've been debating with so many people. A lot of people are saying that Ngannou stops AJ. I can't see it happening. I'm sorry, but I cannot see it happening. That's just my opinion, anyway. But yeah,
No, it's a good opinion, and big up Anything Blows as well. So guys, make sure you tune into Anything Blows' channel as well. He's doing tremendous work on his end. For small hall boxing as well. He's giving fighters the opportunity and the platform to speak. So guys, make sure you tune into his content. And he's obviously saying my brothers, man. So big up to you, Anything Blows. And look, cuz I just can't wait for that event. That's going to be a tremendous event. I feel I get that WWE vibe, man. I've said this a few times, man. This is going to be huge. Big for boxing.
also,
Big.
also, I don't know how true it is. Apparently, they've sent Tank an offer. Tank beast Conor Ben. I don't know how true that is, but that would be a funny fight. I'll be real. That would be a funny fight. Like it'll be the press conference will be jokes. Like
Oh,
Tank will say what he needs to say. Conor will be like, yeah, come on then, let's have some. Do you know what I mean? So it'll be funny. The build-up will be jokes. Think about it. The build-up will be jokes.
no, I love
Yeah.
it, man. Love it. And obviously, Anything Blows is saying tremendous. That is your tagline. I love it. Yes, that's the energy. Be tremendous. Going above and beyond. Doing that extra. So, now, big up to you. Keep up with the tremendous work. And yeah, cuz I agree with you. I think that's going to be a fight that if it does happen, me personally, I don't want to see that happen because I kind of want Conor Ben just to focus on, the welterweight division, doing what he needs to do on a regional level or European level and just go up the rankings, fight who you need to fight, moving up and, when that opportunity comes for a world title, take it, bang. That's what I want. That's what I would want for him, because I know he's talented. He's got the drive. He's got the hunger. But I kind of feel that he's being steered towards getting the big cash money now, whereas he's still young. He's got plenty of years ahead, man. Just my opinion, anyway.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
Lucy did mention Amanda Serrano and Jake Paul next month too. They've got an event.
Ooh, yes, you are right. Big up to you, Lucy, as well. Big up to you for just reminding us. Amanda Serrano, I just think, for women's boxing, she's just doing absolutely great. She obviously tested the water with the 3-minute rounds, I believe, in a few fights. Yeah, I just love the energy she brings. I think her and Katie Taylor need to run it back once Chantel and Katie is obviously done with the trilogy. And apparently Jake Paul is the best cruiserweight right now. Not yet. He's got a long way to go, but I respect the work that he's been putting in. You can see that he's truly passionate about improving his game, and he's doing a great job being a promoter for, like, Amanda Serrano, for example. She's getting the big paydays because of what Jake Paul's doing on his end. So big up to both of them, honestly. It's good for boxing.
Do you know, it'll be good if Jake Paul comes here in the UK and fights here in the UK and challenges, our top 10 cruiserweight, because obviously he says he's the best. So it'll be nice to see him come here and fight down here. But
When
look,
would you have it? O2?
Yeah, why not? Yeah. Jake Paul said at O2 Arena. Yeah, Jake Paul vs, I don't know, who in the cruiserweight? Let's just say Okoli.
In with KSI. They need to get it on eventually, man.
Do you know, I've given up on that. I don't. If anything, I can see KSI fighting. I thought KSI will fight Conor McGregor, but I don't think that fight will ever happen. The only person I can see KSI fighting is Joey Essex, some dude from Early Ways Essex. Like, yeah, I know, yeah.
No, of course. No, big up to you, cuz honestly, like, this is the part that I love every Sunday, to be able to round up a tremendous week of boxing. Before we kind of sign out, was there anything you sort of picked up on during the week? Fighting in a stadium in Puerto Rico, that's what Lucy's saying as well. Massive. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Yeah.
Big. That's big. No, literally, no, just no, nothing at all. Oh, Vidal Riley and I don't even know if it's gonna happen. And what's his name? Oh,
well, our brother.
Isaac,
Isaac
yeah. I don't. It's a weird one. Like, Isaac doesn't need to fight him, because obviously he's the British champion and he's the English champion, right? If anything, Isaac should go the other way, like challenge for European or world title. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of them ones. I suppose financially, if it makes sense, why not? But I just think just vacate the belt and just go about your business. That's just my personal opinion.
No, I 100% agree with you. I think that, but that's the thing. Because we're not really in that position as fighters, if these kind of paydays do come, because I do kind of see why, in terms of the commercial value of Vidal Riley, because of what he's doing in the social media world. It's big. His numbers is obviously doing quite well. So from that commercial aspect, it would be good exposure for Isaac Chamberlain, fighting a Vidal Riley. But from a boxing perspective, we obviously grew up, a fighter being British champion, and then after British champion being European, and after European world. That's the conventional route. But we just live in a world where it's, it can go either way. And FK Breeze is saying, I've got Vidal. He's quicker. He's got more power, and he has more of a variety. Ooh, bit of a tough one there. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you, FK Breeze. Isaac's from Congo, man. I'm gonna back my Congolese brother, man, to get the job done. He's British and Commonwealth champion, and I definitely believe, he's got what it takes, and he deserves his big rematch.
Yeah, nah, for real. For real. Yeah, man. Oh, also you got Chris Williams Smith and Richard Riakpo as well. So
That's a juicy
waiting to finalize. But yeah, man. But other than that, Pete, listen, I'm hungry. I gotta go and eat. Listen, just remember to like, share, subscribe, just follow us. We're growing. Have a lovely, productive week. We're back here again on Wednesday. Peace and love, man. Peace and love.
It's another band. All the Muslim cars now, whichever get up. I start my card with a sweet one, please. Someone flicks me up.